Guys, welcome back to The Art of Whiskey. Let me walk you through a few things now. We saw in one of the television shows, and our craftsman here put together a cocktail that's a palate cleanser, which means, hey, how do we prep ourselves for whiskey? You can actually go to the whiskey blendery where a couple came in and they said they didn't like a pour that Tim gave them. They then tried a A&W and they really liked that. Then they went back and said, oh wow, it does taste different. Your first pour always wakes the palate up. If it's high proof, which is the blendery, it's always high proof. You go, man, that's intense. They're not whiskey drinkers. They were there picking up for their son and brother, and they were like, hey, they called as soon as they seen A&W, said, hey, go get one of them right now, please. And they're like, hey, we'll take one too. Matter of fact, this is crazy. I might just hold on to them. So Jamarcus, the craftsman, has come up with a cocktail that helps prep, but also is whiskey based. So walk them through it, man.
So we've all had, or if you've not had, a whiskey sour. Really simple, lemon, simple, bourbon, all mixed together.
You're saying simple what?
Simple syrup,
Okay,
excuse me.
like simple what? I'm like,
Simple
what are you
syrup,
talking
I know, that's that bartender in me.
He thinks
Simple
everybody knows
syrup.
what simple
Yeah,
syrup is. And
that
he made
part.
homemade simple syrup to ensure that it wasn't a bunch of preservatives. You can always taste that nasty, like Lipton tea.
Mm-hmm.
You go on there, Lipton tea.
Exactly.
If you get the real stuff, you make it from leaves, it always tastes better. So why are we pouring it over a cube if it's not that proof speed we drink all our whiskey neat?
Because then it's just gonna taste flat.
Now, a couple things. Jamarcus made this with milk as well. Now, I told him, I said, look and listen. I'm lactose better not have it. So is this going to trigger a run in the bathroom? When I do mean run, to be clear. So he said, I never thought of it that way. So if you are lactose intolerant, this recipe might not be for you. But from my understanding, it only works that way if
it's not properly clarified. And in this case, it wasn't 100% properly clarified.
in this case right now?
In this case right now. So, I mean, it's probably like 80 to 85% because it's supposed to be a little more
some
quick.
milk.
Remnants. We're going to say remnants. Not
remnants in that toilet. Tell you that right now.
Hey,
I'll be reminiscing about this
I'll
drink.
be right there with them. But the purpose of the clarification process, I've seen it at restaurants, which intrigued me. And then we saw it on the show Drink Masters with their guy. What was his
He had
name?
a whole distiller though thing he was doing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get that. We're gonna do it for real.
Exactly. And so basically what it's supposed to do is supposed to strip away everything in terms of the color. So it's actually supposed to turn brown whiskey clear. With the brown whiskey, the lemon in here, it's still going to have a light hue to it, but this is still a little cloudier than what it's normally supposed to be. But all it's supposed to do is basically supposed to balance it out, strip away basically all the harsh edges of, the bourbon, the acidity and the lemon, and then it's just supposed to smooth it out. So when you do, just like how when you between courses at a restaurant, they bring out you a little scoop of lemon sorbet. It helps you cleanse your palate. So what this will do is it will help prep your palate for when you're getting ready to drink harsher whiskeys, because sometimes when we go right in, we're like, boom, we're like, oh man, that was my first sip of the day, and you can feel it. But what this will do,
You're gonna feel it every time you drink the blender stuff.
That's very true.
Right now, it's like there's no way around it.
That's very true. But
I enjoy it. So now,
so
this is a poo drink for the purposes
clarified whiskey sour
with a hint of laxative in it. Now that tastes like a whiskey sour. I hope it feels like a whiskey sour, but it's got good flavor. I can taste the milk in there. Now I'm intrigued.
That creamy texture, huh?
Yeah, and I don't know if that's good or bad yet, people. And I don't mean because the drink's bad. I mean because I've already had a long day in the bathroom.
And that's what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to give it that texture, but it shouldn't give you because all the milk itself, it curdles when you're going through the clarification process. So, I even have the cheesecloth, and you'll see in the video when I
So what is it that you're actually separating when you boil the milk?
So what the milk, the curds do is supposed to absorb the brown, so the color, a lot of the pulp and the acidity from the lemon.
I'm saying you put the milk in there, you boil the milk, two things separate. You added whiskey to it too, right?
So yeah, you pre-mix all that, and then you pour the milk over it, and then you mix, and that's what's going to start the separation process.
The alcohol.
Not the the alcohol and the color. So you know how the bourbon gets its color from the barrel, right?
Oh yeah.
From the tannins, all that stuff.
If anybody knows now,
exactly.
people, I know.
So it's supposed to strip away all of that, and it basically almost creates, what's the white stuff called? Not white dog, but
it is white dog.
It is white dog, yeah. So
because you pass your mash bill goes in once it gets filtered and all that stuff. then it turns brown, and then boom.
So it basically takes it back to White Dog in a sense.
Well, this looks like some semen dog.
Well, that's because of the lemon that's in there.
So you added because it was a whiskey sour.
Yeah, that is
Guys,
correct.
we're going to play with this one again at another
yeah.
time. Buffalo Trace is a good one, very notorious brand. I want to see how far he can push this. I might look at other tools we can acquire to assist in this process. What I will tell you is it is a tasty drink. It is a fun exercise for those people who are whiskey connoisseurs and drink masters. If you think you're a drink master, go look up how to do this. Tag the Art of Whiskey, the Whiskey Blendery, and any of these recipes you're putting together. One of the videos that went viral was me, I won't say arguing with a guy, but like, you use this on some whiskey? Or like, you made a drink with this? He said, yeah, it was a good drink too. and people are, oh, you can't tell him how to drink his whiskey. I'm like, that's a good bottle, buddy. I mean, it was so good. Tim Argon gassed it because he's like, bro, I know you're not going to crack this again for a while. So this right here is a whiskey sour
That's
clarified.
Correct. And you got to be patient with the process. It is a patience man's game when it comes to clarification. Because, I mean, at max, especially if you're just making a couple of servings, it's going to take at least a couple hours just for clarifying alone. So I would say go ahead, take a sip, and then cleanse your palate, and then jump into something, blendery-wise.
That's what I'm here for.
Give it a second.
And right there, that lemon is serious, man. Shout out to our boy Chance. Chance just texted me, said, what the fuck, bro? You just blew me up on social media. Chance, this is for you. The text just came through as we're doing some stuff for the Art of Whiskey, man. You done blew me up on socials. I can't answer everyone. Amazing what a few videos to do. Yeah, I know. This is what we're doing now. A few more videos, people, because we got to keep it whiskey, man. Now that's more my speed.
Wild game rye.
There we go. And this is a low proof. I started with this one because it's 106. It was a blend for a fundraising. It's a fundraising bottle for those people who are trafficked. And it's a hunting group, I believe. It's called the Wild Game. It was Wild Game. But this is the Wild Game Rye. They do one every year and raise a good amount of money to ensure that people do what? Support, you're supporting the people who have lost children or are going through a rehabilitation process, as we went and volunteered ourselves at a place where girls have been trafficked, and they try to get them back on their feet and work through those. I'm gonna say this, and it's not the demons, but the demons that we all kind of carry in some form of fashion, but definitely the ones where you're like, hey, I can go get some fast money, or hey, I've been trafficked since I was 16, 22, 23. Crazy stories. So 106 is a low proof for the whiskey. I don't think I have anything else in here that's 106. This is 121. This right here is 135. This right here is 115. Yeah, we don't have low proof. So when I see 110 or 109 and 106, I'm like, the disrespect. But super great cause. I can see why this works. As I asked your markets, hey, where do we need to start? I'm a high proof for now, so I can start at $130. And you feel that Kentucky hug. You go, oh, there we go, buddy. But good drink, good times, good people. We will potentially at some point do a full recap of this and pour for everybody. Uh-oh.
No way.
Oh, way.
Oh, damn.
Go ahead, drink the rest, buddy.
Hey,
You got the same problem I got. You're going to find out today, old boy. Uh-huh.
And you only took a swig, too. Really?
Bro, my stomach is sensitive. I can't make it
Very.
out of Starbucks if they put the raw milk in there after 2 sips.
Damn. Yeah, that's well. Once again, the clarification process is a process in its own. Definitely gonna play with this some more, even just with simply spirits, no lemon, no simple syrup, to see what the actual separation really does look like. Because even if you watch it in Drink Masters, that thing came out clear. Even when I had this drink at Eddie V's, that junk was basically clear.
And I'm gonna tell you this, guys. DeMarcus has got a lot to learn about, even whiskey. He's been bartending for how long?
15 years?
15 years of bartending, and you never really stop learning in any industry. And even more importantly, you want to push your ability to be creative and see how far you could push the art of whiskey. I named it that because I said, oh, damn, Tim, there's an art to this. I should create a page and call it the Art of Whiskey and teach you guys how to artfully keep whiskey on your shelf in your home, share it with friends, crack a bottle, pour bubble drains. Now, guys, stay tuned. Keep it whiskey. We appreciate everybody watching. This right here is just some light work. It tastes good. Be very clear, it tastes good. I don't trust milk. I got to drink 1% if I'm making pasta, anything. I'm like, bro, I can't afford it. You make pasta with heavy cream, I'll die. I'll be dead for a day. Until next time, people.